Hi, my name is Troy, and I'm here to tell you about spaced practice and how you can use this study strategy to improve your academic performance. Spaced practice enhances learning and retention of academic course material by separating study sessions of the same material across time. Instead of studying an item repeatedly in a single session without interruption, which is called mass practice, or cramming if it occurs just before an exam, spaced practice involves studying an item or concept across different times. Sometimes this involves breaking up study sessions within the same day, as shown here. But spacing more often refers to having different study sessions across different days, as shown here. The most important thing to keep in mind is that spaced practice is about scheduling your study, not about a particular type of study method. Therefore, spaced practice can include many different types of studying, from flashcards to self-explanation to practice, quizzing, and more, whatever study strategy is appropriate for your learning needs. For example, at spaced intervals within a day or over a week, you could restudy material by explaining the material to yourself or by retrieving information from memory with flashcards or another method, or by practice solving problems. Also, because spaced practice is a scheduled study, it is not limited to one type of course material. Spaced practice can improve your ability to learn and retain different kinds of information, from declarative knowledge, such as facts, to procedural knowledge, such as skills, and other types of information, such as mathematical rules or making classifications. So, how does spaced practice help you learn? It's less demanding. One reason spaced practice is effective is because the more frequent, shorter study periods are less demanding and are better for keeping your attention on the task than mass practice. This allows for greater focus and less mind wandering during study. It gives you practice recalling information. Spaced practice also provides multiple opportunities to recall the study material, which gives you practice and makes it easier to recall the information in future attempts, such as on an exam. It helps you think about and assess your learning of the course materials. Spaced practice helps you accurately assess your learning because the resulting study gap produced by spacing your study over time allows opportunities for you to recall the information, and the feeling of knowing that often accompanies mass practice is reduced. Overall, research has consistently demonstrated that spaced practice improves exam performance over mass practice in a wide variety of learning situations. Although spaced practice is easy to use, there are other ways to maximize the benefits. You should keep 3 points in mind when creating your study schedule. Pair spaced practice with other effective study strategies to maximize the amount of deep learning. Space out practice sessions based on how well you know the material. Shorter spacing is best for less known material, and longer spacing is best for material with which you are more comfortable. Space out practice based on how long you will need to know the information. A general guideline to determine the right type of spacing is to separate learning sessions by 10 to 20% of the time you need to retain the material. Overall, spaced practice is a powerful, easy-to-use study strategy that can be implemented in your courses. Now, let's complete a short review. Do your best to answer these questions about the materials I just discussed. What are 3 ways spaced practice can help you learn? Spaced practice is less demanding than massing and helps keep you on task. Spaced practice provides multiple opportunities to review and recall the material, which improves retention. And it also helps you assess your learning of the course materials. How might you incorporate spaced practice into your study? You can spread it out throughout a day, you can spread it out throughout a week, or you can spread it out throughout a month. What 3 things do you want to consider when using spaced practice? You could pair spaced practice with other study strategies that meet your learning needs. You should space out practice according to how well you know the material. And you should space practice according to how long you need to retain the material.